Yah Shalom, family. All praises to the Most High, our power, the great I am, loving kindness, the Holy Great One, the power of the Yahudi. All praises to the All Merciful Father, the one who was, the one who is, and the one who is to come. Family, in this channel, or on this channel, we discuss a lot in depth about the soul, the reincarnation of the spirit, the reincarnation of the soul into flesh, right? As a matter of fact, we just discussed that during the last time we met. And from all that you've heard before, you have to expect that there is more information that is yet to be revealed. Remember, the Most High said, in the last days, knowledge shall increase, even though there is an influx of knowledge that necessarily may not be helpful, but there's also the right knowledge that will enrich your mind, body, and soul. So the right knowledge shall increase also, just like the wheat and the tares. We are here in the golden scripts. And in here, once again, it is a continuation of what you have heard. But what you will hear in the next slide, what I will read to you in the next slide, will add a whole new spin on reincarnation. What if this was your only barbecue? What if you have never been on this earth and this is your only incarnation? What if you are truly an evolutionary vehicle passing through? You are such a highly spiritual person that you didn't have to return on this earth over and over. It would require you just one time, and you have very special spiritual gifts. And this information I'm about to read next perhaps only applies to you. Frankly, I don't know anyone like this. Maybe you do, and if you do, then introduce us to such a person so that we may know who they are. I would assume they don't even know. I can infer, not assume, infer based on this information. They may not even know who they are. After all, in the same record here, golden scripts, the Most High says, there are those on the earth tilling the earth for my honor, and they have no knowledge of who they are. Most likely, they don't even know who they are truly in this avatar body that they walk upon this earth. But what's for certain is that not all of us are the same. Even among the few, the sacred, the chosen, even among that population, there is an ultra sacred, ultra chosen, ultra few, the 0.1%. Yeah, I'm gonna call this the 0.1% of the 1%. I have read this information before, but as usual, as you increase in your knowledge and your study, something that you read before may seem different the next time you read it. It's just the process of elevation. So as I was reading this tonight, it, it took on a whole new aspect. Not this page, the next slide. But let me read this to you. This is the same verbiage that we've been hearing, that we've discussed here. And then we're going to get another aspect of reincarnation. Watch this. We are in the Golden Scripts, page 268, chapter 7 and 2. And it's titled, I Call You Again. Appropriately titled, right? So we read from number 9. The Most High speaks. He says, you did enter into flesh. You entered into flesh with me ages in the past. And some of you are with me at the present moment, whom you know not. Some who are with me at the present moment, whom you know not. And some you know not in this life. Some you know, but you don't know them in this life. Or some you know not in this life. Some you know, some you know not. Maybe some you know in past lives, and you know them here also. And some you don't know at all, whether past or present. Hmm? Number 10. Those who are here are your collaborators in the world of spirit, distinguished from the world of flesh. Hmm? Those that are here with you, they collaborate with you in the spirit before you came on the earth. You worked on some things in the spirit. You knew each other. You hooked up. Perhaps you went to other planets. Who knows? But you were collaborators in the world of spirits. You may not be collaborators in the world of flesh because some you know not. Those ones who were collaborators in the world of spirit, they are those who have been with us even in days of old. Hmm? Number 16. Know that you have had privilege in every age, beloved. Ministers have come to you from higher planes, ministering and saying, arise and lead. The forces command you. Arise and lead. The forces command you. Number 23. You have been princes and princesses, potentates, rulers, forgotten now in the archives of time. That's why the message is remember who you are, because you have been princes, princesses, potentates, you have been rulers, forgotten in time so long ago. In the archives of time. You have been high priests, high priestesses, donors of temples to religions extinct, no longer here. Like your genealogy cannot be traced. That's basically what it's saying. You have been here so many times. Listen, don't even try to figure out anything. Just remember. Number 24, he says, now, my beloved, I call you again, as of old, to lead the nations in the cycle that opens as the new time comes in. Hmm? We are at the cusp of the new time. coming in. Moshe says, I call you again, as of old, to lead the nations. What if this was your first and only call? See, we just read that some of us who are being called right now were called before. That's why we are being called again. But what if you have never been called and this is your only call ever? How would you feel? As I said, I don't know anyone like this. But let's read a little bit from the Keys of Enoch, my favorite keys, Keys 319. One day we're going to read the entire Keys 319. We want to read it in pieces. We will read the whole thing, go through the entire thing. Let's go to number 79. This is a very special number to me. Keys 319, number 79. And it says, I saw the how the formation of the chemical shells, which is the body, the formations of the chemical shells used by the over self body for reincarnation into the physical biological code occurred along the magnetic pathways which covers the earth. The formation of the chemical shells, the creation of the body by the overcell body, by the Adam Cadman, by the higher self of you, for reincarnation of you into the physical world. This creation occurred along the magnetic pathways covering the earth. This creation happens where the ley lines are connected. Now, what is so special about this location? In this record, there are 12 special meridian spots on the earth. But as we know, the Most High don't operate by 12, he operates by 13 because he's the one over the 12. So I say, even as I read this all the time to you, there are 13 special meridian places on the earth, just like there are 13 major meridian pathways in your body, connecting with your 13 over self occipital lines. So the creation of your physical body occurred around places where the ley lines are really active. According to this record here, that's why we're reading. And he says, along these magnetic pathways, there are certain grids. These grids enhance spiritual scientific gifts. These grids enhance spiritual scientific gifts from the overself to the body, to the biological form. So there is an exchange from the grids, from the overself to the grids, from the grid to the overself, going into the physical body to create something, to create someone. What is this something they're creating? The biological form does not have to go through. Listen to this. Once that process takes place, it says this: the body that is created, the biological form, does not have to go through successive physical evolutions to attain higher spiritual knowledge. This process that occurred along the ley lines from the overself into these certain grids on the earth, these magnetic pathways into the body, into the biological form. This biological form, this body that was created by this energy vortex, do not have to go through successive physical evolutions to attain higher spiritual knowledge. But this body that was created along the ley lines or around these special locations, body over self, these bodies can come into existence as a highly evolved soul for a singular incarnation to perform a higher spiritual assignment. Family, There are those among us, the 0.1% of the 1%, who have been here only one time. There are those among us right now on this earth plane who have been here just one time. These people have been around the 13 meridian lines, these special grid places, these magnetic grids on the earth, these magnetic pathways that have very strong and powerful energy vortex in the spirit. When you were coded to be created, these people that fit the description here in Keys 319, number 79, which is the year of my birth, these people who have a special relationship with those ley lines, with these magnetic grids, these special magnetic pathways that covers the earth, this 0.1% of these people, when they come into flesh from the overseer body, they come into existence as a highly evolved soul for one singular incarnation. One singular incarnation to perform a higher spiritual assignment. This could be you. This could be someone you know. I don't know anyone like this, but I thought I'd bring this to you tonight. This is just another aspect of our existence on this earth. This is why you cannot remain stagnant with the information that's coming through. You cannot remain stagnant. The Most High says, I love the man, the woman, the child who is himself, herself ever seeking. A lover of wisdom, a seeker of truth, the one who loves to unravel the riddle of life. That one is mine. We know, as we have discussed, that we are the generations of the wilderness and we have returned on this earth to complete our spiritual correction, our tikkun. But within that group, there is a 0.1% that look just like us, talk just like us, walk just like us, but they are not like us. These ones have never been here. They are highly spiritually evolved. They have been here for one existence, one singular incarnation. They will not return ever again. They come here for a higher purpose and they're going to complete their task and they're going to go just as they come in. Now, the rest of the chapter talk about the locations, how America, the continent, is being prepared as a new grade of unity on the earth. The chapter is amazing. It's a beautiful chapter. This is the information I wanted to get to tonight. Perhaps you are that one. Let's finish with this from back in the Golden Scripts, page 272, chapter 72. The Most High speaks, and he says in number 53, all is futile. The signs and the omens comes to fruition in this hour. Do you notice that, family? Are the signs and the omens comes to fruition this hour? Yes, they do. The earth is filled with signs and omens. Mosai says, I call my men servants, saying through my handmaidens, arise and lead the nations. Mosai is making a call to you tonight. He's saying to arise and lead the nations. All of you, sacred, sacred, chosen, chosen, few hidden among the many, along with the 0.1%, those that have come to the earth for that singular incarnation. The Most High is making a call. He's saying to you, arise and lead the nations. Bridge the gap from cycle unto cycle. Bridge the gap from cycle unto cycle, making straight the highway unto perfect peace, unto pure peace, unto white peace. Hmm? Maybe perhaps on our road to Damascus, when we are doing the work in the vineyard, this 0.1% are those on the earth, tilling the earth for the Most High's honor. They come through to assist us when we need that special push, when we need that extra jog, that extra energy, when we need that one person to talk to us at the proper time, at the proper moment. Maybe these are the 0.1% that come through at the right time. Maybe these are they. Number 55. You are called into the abiding places of the strong and mighty. This is the time of mighty men. You don't have the luxury of being a coward. You don't have the luxury of being afraid. Fear have no place here. The Most High says, you are called into the abiding places of the strong. You are called into the abiding places of the mighty. You are forced to wield great hammers on vast anvils. Hmm? Therefore comes to you training of a cruel sort. Oh my, you are being prepared and ready for the battle, whatever is coming, whether good or bad, evil, whatever. Moses says you are being prepared, training of a cruel sort. You are being prepared, empowered with the right tools, great hammers. You are wielding it with force. You are called into great places, strong and mighty ones. You are a ready writer. You are a ready writer. That's who you are. Number 57. You do wrestle with self instruction until your hearts are weary. I say, no matter you did choose it, and I hold you accountable. Thus, I instruct you as the time draws nigh for great achievement. Abide in me and my love for a little time. I speak at greater length unto you, for the time shortens and great issues and pain. Mosai says, abide in me just for a little bit more time. Just like the souls that were under the altar saying to the Mosai, how long, O Lord, faithful and true? Mosai says, just for a little bit time, a little bit longer, just abide in me. Abide in my love, just for a little bit time longer, just for a little time. I will speak to you further, greater length. But right now, the time shortens, great issues and pain. Let's go back to number 56. He says, my servants, my men servants endure persistently in studies of governments. My sisters assist them. Hmm? Sisters, what are you supposed to do to the men servants? Assist them. Be the helpmate. Assist the men servants. Gather about them, be close to them, be near them. As children, gather about the skirts of their mothers. Each of us, you and I, the sisters and the brothers, we all have gifts and functions of a high order. So perhaps this is you. Perhaps you are the one that came into existence as a highly evolved soul for a singular incarnation to perform a higher spiritual assignment. Perhaps you were the one the overself took along these magnetic pathways, certain grids that enhance spiritual scientific gifts. That's why you are the evolutionary vehicle and you carry divine knowledge. That's the reason why you are a selected spiritual breed, chosen, set apart. That's the reason why you are the children of the kingdom and you manifest the gifts of the Holy Spirit, ruling with a heart of love, ruling from the place of the spirit, iron heart, a heart full of love. I just threw that in there and I ain't got nothing to do with the video. But this is it, family. Tell me what you think. I won't hold you too long. Tell me what you think. We're gonna get into this book soon again. The book is amazing, okay? The Tanya is no joke. Shout out to Key. The Tanya is no joke. We'll get into that. This part of the hat right there, this represents the thymus. This is a perfect picture of I am Hotep and Sekhmet, not Ophiuchus. But this higher part of the hat represents the afterlife. This bottom part represents the womb of the woman. This is all symbolic. Hmm? We're going to get into Torah reflexology. Every part of your body is connected to every other part of your body. And it's all connected to the Torah, to the law of the Most High. It's all connected to all 613 laws. It's all connected to your 42 reclaimed organs, 248 lacking nothing, every man, every woman, 252 lacking no good thing. Torah reflexology. We'll get into all of it. But let me know what you think, family. Let me know what you think. Always come from the higher heart. You are being elevated from bottom below consciousness to your highest self. Enjoy the ride. Until next time.